Just go ahead, man. Let's just get started. Yeah. Episode 137.
Yes, sir. The order is correct.
Yes, sir.
Well, I hear it. You know why?
You see it over there on your screen over there, man?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy, DJ E. Mr. Influential. And I'm rocking with my brother, man.
Be original, baby. We back. We back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We back.
Just these headphones, man. Get myself together.
I see the bullshit. Here we go. I see what's going on right there.
Wow, man. Hold up, man. I'm still adjusting this camera.
P over there, some other.
There it is. Nah. I'm good, man. I'm good. Welcome back, y'all. Welcome back, man. Another episode of your favorite show on the
And it's
radio.
called the Porch Podcast, episode 137. Experience. Episode. Yeah.
So it's episode number one. Episode number one.
Episode 137.
Now, this is our first episode. This is episode. Wow,
Yeah.
man.
Wow.
Yeah, well, all right, well, like he said, man, welcome back, man. Episode number 137, and we calling this one right here Experience.
I ain't even cheering. I'm laughing.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Now, with that being said, it's like I'm working this thing today with no experience. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what it seemed like, right? You know what I mean?
Absolutely. For those who watching this live right now, man, do me a favor, man. Share this. You know what I mean? Share this, caring. Put it out there so more people can join the conversation. And for those who listening, you know, at this point through your favorite podcast system or station, not system, station.
Yeah.
Wherever you are, thank you for tuning in today.
He ain't even had none today, y'all. And he's stuttering. It's all right. It's okay. It's
I
cool.
didn't have any of what?
Yeah.
Any of what?
White
Anyway,
substance. Anthrax.
Yeah. Splendor.
Yeah.
I got a little bit in my coffee. Absolutely. Yeah.
Right.
All right. So anyway, man, welcome back, man. Y'all know how
Welcome
we do,
back,
man.
man.
Man, how your week been, man? How your week been, brother?
Busy.
Okay.
I told y'all last week when we shut down, I had to DJ every day from Wednesday to Sunday. Had a great time. All different types of different events. Had a beautiful time. Beautiful week.
Mm-hmm.
No complaints. I'm here now. It's the Porch Podcast. You know, got to see Grandma. You know, shout out to her. You know what I mean? Go ahead.
Shout out to Grandma.
Yeah. Talked to Uncle Patrick on the phone. He told me he missed me freestyling, saying it's the Porch Podcast to come on in the beginning.
Yeah, like just had to call him, man, and just shoot one, you know, just do it like that, you know, live and direct for him. While we're doing these shout outs real quick, I want to send a special shout out. We want to send a special shout out.
You thought we forgot.
Happy birthday, sis. You thought we forgot, man.
Happy birthday to my sister Sass, man. Let's go. Let's clap it up for her.
That's it.
Yeah.
Happy
Right.
birthday, sis. We just wanted to make sure that you knew that we ain't forget.
We ain't forget.
Yeah. So all right. So you've been DJing. That's great. You know what? That's that. You know that's what you do. You know
DJing, Waterman.
out, seeing the Waterman. You know, it's getting ready to come into September. You know what I mean? Is there a certain type of time period when people may not be safe from certain situations?
September 5th, we back in them streets. I'm just keeping it 100 with you. I could tell you that much.
You take it how you want to take it. That's not a threat.
Album dropped September 5th. Album
Okay,
dropped September. See, I ain't know what I was talking about. That's what it is right there.
Something drop.
The album.
Yeah, we can go with that. Okay.
Yeah, the album.
Yeah. So, you know what's funny, man? It's this last conversation. You know, for those who tuned in last week, man, you know, we had a lot of conversation about trying to figure out how we could get some form of R&B, what was it, celebration?
We wanted to call it R&B. It's an R&B festival, basically.
R&B festival. R&B festival, and it seems like it's been a pretty popular subject, man. It seems like you've been getting a little bit of feedback from different people, man. That's been trying to figure out how we can put something like that together.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. So tell me
Sorry,
what's
y'all.
going on with
I'm
that. So
sorry.
you just find anything out? I mean, like what
No,
we
not
got?
yet. Not yet. Not yet. I just know that it's an idea that people pretty much are in pro of. That's
Okay,
all.
okay,
But
fair enough.
steps in doing it, yeah, nah, not yet, nothing yet at
Okay,
all.
all right, fair enough. My week was good, man.
I'm glad it
I
was.
speaking about that, man. We was talking about it, like we said, this episode being about experience. I had my first experience with my wife, who happens to own, as y'all know, front and center events. Um, and although I was supported, you know, that's her baby. You know what I mean? That's her baby. And I got my first time actually doing an event with her. I had been to multiple different events that she's obviously organized and things like that, but to actually work one, that was the first one. And it was a great experience. It was a great experience. I bring it up because with this being the title experience of tonight's episode, I had to I wanted to talk about something that I experienced for myself. All right. One of the things that I used to kind of go back and forth with and early on in my life, as far as me and in my relationship, was whether or not I could work with my wife. And I know that sounds odd because, in a sense, you figure if you're building a life with this person, how can you not work with them?
True.
And to be honest with you, I think when I was younger, I only looked at income as work in a sense of, well, if I'm going to do something and it's a job, not really thrilled about that. I didn't associate working with something that was joyous. And I think I was pretty much feeling that way because I just didn't see how she felt, fit into the equation.
Absolutely.
Later on, obviously, all these years later, now you look up and you understand that it was a great thing. Like, it was a wonderful experience being able to be out there and be with her and watch her do what she does. I was thoroughly impressed. And, I just, it brought me to the place of wanting to have a discussion with you tonight, bro, about experience. So that's one of the things that I wanted to kind of touch on as far as what took place with me the last week. Had a great opportunity to be able to work an event, you know. I guess you want to be technical for my wife, you know what I mean?
Right.
She was calling the shot, she was running the point, and we made it all come together and make sense. I wish I could remember the last name of the couple that got married, but I know that their names are Jeremy and Megan. Congratulations once again on your union. And thank you for allowing front and center events to be a part of your experience. So it was pretty dope, man. It was pretty dope.
I like that.
So that's what took place for me. But yeah, man, so led me to the point where I wanted to ask a question, man. One of the questions I wanted to ask you in reference to the whole situation with this experience. Is there anything that you experienced later on in your life, right? That when you really reflected and looked back on the situation, that if you could have experienced it earlier, like that one thing, I know it's probably countless things, but that one thing that you wish you would have experienced so much earlier because you feel like it would have made a major difference in your life, what would that situation be?
So when you say experience, do you mean a feeling or like a physical experience, like
Yeah,
really being somewhere?
yeah, the feeling, any way, because like me and you talked about earlier, experience come in different forms. What you actually feel, what you learn, and you know all those
Um,
different things. But just any one of them.
I got an associate's degree in finance.
Okay,
I
all right,
received it in 2020.
all right,
I wish I would have did that 2001.
okay,
Experienced that whole experience of learning, because not just listen when you don't know something, it's kind of excuse for you not to be able to pursue it. But once you know something and you feel passionate about it, you only the person that's stopping yourself, from being that way. That's why I said for a feeling. So it all ties in. Once you get education in something, you get confidence.
right,
So if I was educated as much as I am in finance, and definitely I would have known more. Had it been more, I would have known more. But once I get educated and stuff like that, I would have been more confident to take risk
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
to try certain things, even though I took those risks early in life. But I failed because of education, and then by failing, it puts you in a place of fear for a long time, only for you to take all this time to actually find out how it goes. You understand what I'm saying?
I got you. Matter of fact, off of that, man, do me a favor, bro. Put the thought of the day up if you can. Speaking in reference to the whole situation dealing with experience.
It's up.
Okay, be brave. Take risks. Nothing can substitute experience. Once again, be brave. Take risk. Nothing can substitute experience. And that's by Paulo Coelho. You know, one of the things that I would say is that I would have done differently. Obviously, you shine the light on finances and the understanding of money and how to be able to navigate it and how to use it as a tool and not look at it as something that you got to get a hold of and bury in a corner and put in the safe and try to protect from other people.
Right.
Some of the things that I think that I wish that I would have learned a lot earlier, just coming off of that statement about being brave and taking risks. I wish I could have found, or I would have experienced more people doing those things. I think most of my experiences when I was younger was people taking the safe route,
Mm-hmm.
people playing it very cautiously.
Right.
I'm not saying that I wish that I would have met more people that were out there just living life, on the edge, or people that was out there just gambling and risking and all, but calculated risk.
Right.
I wish I would have been able to spend more time around people that showed more, more of an effort to be able to say, I'm not going to allow fear to dictate how I'm going to go.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Because I met a lot of intelligent people, but I didn't meet a lot of risk takers when I was younger.
Right.
I met a lot of people that, believed in themselves, but didn't bet on themselves.
Peace, EQ. Yes, you're right.
Peace, EQ. Welcome back, bro. Appreciate you being here as always. So I met a lot of people who was, built that way, but I didn't meet the people that were willing to take risk until later. Which is kind of funny when you think about some of the things that we talk about dealing with the different generations of, age groups, the millennials and the Gen Zs and all those different things and all those things that come up all the time.
Right.
But I admire anyone from any generation who allows their experience to be able to dictate what they're going to do in their lives. Like, I admire those people.
Absolutely.
And I think that we need to, just do a deep dive conversation into the benefits of understanding that, experience is a valuable thing.
Right. We always speak on you never lose, you learn.
Right.
And the only way you learn is through experience.
Absolutely.
I mean, it's not the only way. I put it to you like this. Now I'm gonna rephrase that. You learn through experience, but you can get educated through reading and studying and things of that. But you learn through experience.
Right. Right.
That's how I see it.
Absolutely. I remember at one point or another, bro, when you used to look at job applications, depending on certain ones, they would exchange experience for some levels of education. Probably,
Still do.
definitely an associates and stuff. Oh, really?
Still do. Thomas Edison College does that.
Okay.
I think for every 4
Well, I'm
years.
saying no. So, like, I'm saying, like, so when you would see job postings,
Mhm.
like, it literally would say on there, like, underneath the requirements or
College degree.
underneath the situation or experiences,
Mhm.
they would say college degree at a certain level
Mhm.
or X amount of years of experience.
Exactly. Right.
That's what I'm saying. I don't
Right.
know if they quite still say that anymore. I haven't, I don't know.
Well,
But
I've heard that there's programs at Thomas, if I'm not mistaken, at Thomas, and people can correct me if I'm wrong, at Thomas Edison College, that if you work and you say I did 4 years, 4 years of experience of working in a certain field, and I don't have a degree, for every 4 years it can count as a year towards your degree. You know what I
okay,
mean? That's
Okay,
what I,
okay,
that's what
okay,
I heard.
okay, okay. So they did like a they give you like a value, right? Like an equivalent exchange for it. Right, I got you.
Right, right,
Okay.
right, bake. Like you said, college degree with no experience, and it starting hard to get a job without it. Right, you're right.
Yeah.
But you could. That's why people like me and you know, we work.
Mhm.
We do a lot of work for ourselves, bro. You know what I mean? I got lucky and got my job at a young age. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's what it
Yeah.
was with me.
Yeah. I think that it's valuable. I think they both have a big value. The thing with and I'm quite sure people have their different perspectives of it, but when it comes to education, to me, most of those forms of education are taught by theory or the experience of certain situations transpiring, like experiment, right?
Right.
To some degree. So whatever you're trying to learn, when I went to school, my major I was under was architectural building construction technology, ABCT.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I
So
remember.
right. So
Hmm.
with that being understood, you understand the
Built that
different
robot that day too.
and hey, was putting AI together way back then, brother.
What's the Revenge of the Nerd shit? You built that robot back in the day too.
So you're right. Hey, trying to just keep up with the times.
Yeah.
But as dope as that stuff was, you think about it from the perspective when you got in the real world. You know how they call it real world experience. They'd be like, oh, now
Hmm.
how much real world experience do you have?
Right.
A
Right,
lot of
bait.
that
Right.
stuff is good,
Hmm.
but what does it do for you in the real world experience?
Absolutely.
Like you can cut as much fake hair as a barber as you
Yeah.
want to on a mannequin. But
Yeah.
mannequins don't sneeze, they don't cough, they don't start laughing all of a sudden, they don't turn, they don't
Hmm.
nod because they tired.
Right.
All of the stuff that you done seen barbers have to deal with,
Yeah.
trying to cut a person's hair.
Woo! I almost tore my shit up one day. This
See what
whole
I'm
shit.
saying?
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. They can't simulate those things. So not in my opinion. So experience to me trumps education. I know that, like I said, some people may feel differently. I think it depends on what you're doing. I think
You
you
know
should be
what?
educated on whatever you're going to do,
Absolutely.
but I don't think that it supersedes experience, in
Yeah,
my
that's
opinion.
just like if you watch the movie, just to touch on like what Free just said, you know what I mean? It's just like
Mhm.
you watch a movie and you got that officer on the squad that's trying to solve the case. And his captain, you don't do it that way. They always try to tell him to do it a different way. But from experience, they gonna do it their way and still reach the promised land. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying? Like, like,
Mhm. Yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. It's always. That's from experience, though. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Yeah,
That's
nah,
even.
nah.
That's even. And you can go away from law enforcement. It could even be like a Coach Carter, like a Coach Carter, the movie Coach Carter.
Yeah,
They was mad that
absolutely.
because them boys wasn't being academic, they wasn't at the level of academics that he
Yeah,
benched them. We gonna forfeit the game.
yeah.
But that was his way of trying to teach them not just how to play the game, but responsibility and understanding of being a man, keeping your word, and doing what you're supposed to do, knowing your priority.
And those things come from being in a real world experience.
Right.
Come from being an actual man,
Right.
surviving, living, providing for other people. Like you said, you're right, Free. You're right too, bro. Experience is tested knowledge and wisdom. Most educated people are trained to be controlled. Experienced people have the ability to be free and liberated.
Right.
Exactly. Because like you asked that when I asked you the question earlier, Ian, you asked is it coming from a place of feeling
Mm-hmm.
or something that you actually learned? And my thing
Right.
is it's not it comes from both. You know what I mean? Whichever one that you want to do, address that, that particular thing that you
And
was going to bring up. You know what
and
I mean?
and to be honest with you, like when you really look at it, then I turned around and said, I took those type of risks back in the day, but I wasn't educated. You know what I mean? And that's why
Absolutely.
I didn't fail. I learned. JK, what up, brother?
I was getting ready to say,
I see you,
JK,
bro.
peace, brother. We see you back in the building. Thanks for
Mm-hmm.
being here as always, bro. We appreciate you. Nah, not like you were saying though. No, the reality of it is that your experiences. See, my thing is this, right, bro? We already know that life moves forward. You know what I
Right.
mean? We know that, you know what I mean? Like there's certain things that you know that you have to kind of prepare yourself for, and then there's certain things you're gonna learn on the fly.
Right.
Like, and there's certain things like parenting. You know what I mean? No matter how many different concepts of parenting you saw, they don't come with instruction manuals. The only
Right.
thing that come with a parenting situation is a title. You know what I mean? You have to figure out the other things along the way.
Right.
And
Same
so it's
thing. Same thing when you become a spouse.
that's all of those things, right?
Yeah.
All of those
Mhm.
things. And if you have experience in just life or certain aspects of it, it's different. Like
Right.
you can have a really great, marriage, but your financials could be one of the biggest things that play a role in the demise of it, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Like
Absolutely.
whether or not you guys got are both competent in it or not, or
Right.
both of us are disciplined enough to do what you need to do.
Well, they always said finances was the biggest cause of divorce.
Right.
Other than the fact of getting married, it's yourself. But they used to say that all the time. That was finance.
Right.
Hmm.
So that's why we're saying. So my thing about the whole situation dealing with education, right? I think that you need to be educated. I think I look at it from this perspective. As opposed to looking at it from just getting an education. I think you should be an educated person.
Exactly.
If you are an educated person, then you understand that the reality of it is that you are supposed to be learning at all times.
Hmm.
That means that you're learning from different angles. Like I just had my motivational Monday yesterday, talking about, being a sponge. The
Hmm.
problem isn't whether or not we all have a sponge effect that's inside of us, our minds. We're going to absorb the things that's going on around us. Like I said, people's energy, I mean,
Hmm.
the things they say, the things they do. You can walk into a room or a situation, you got enough people that's in there smoking, and you may not be a smoker. But if you hang around that environment long enough, you may at least consider it. Then you got the other aspect of it. You got people that go into a situation and they overly try to absorb everything and never wring that sponge out. And now you're walking around with a bunch of unnecessary things.
Hmm.
So I think that experience, man, teaches you how to be better with your filter, how to understand things better, and just be able to make better decisions.
Hmm. You got
You know,
control over your filter.
some days I'm not
Hmm.
perfect. I've never met the
Right.
perfect person. So no, so I try. What I try to do is this, at least for myself, because I'm aware that my sponge is always consistently working, my mind.
Sponge. Yeah.
I try to put myself in the environment where there is a higher percentage of things that I want to absorb versus putting myself in an environment where there's things that I don't want to absorb. Just because I believe that's the best outcome for me.
This ain't got nothing to do with nothing, man. I just had a flashback, man. This when you talked about on Snowfall when when they funnel caked.
Right, right.
So
Sorry,
listen,
man.
basically,
Sorry about
so,
I mean,
basically, man, it's how you see things too, and this comes with experience. When you start to realize that how you look at certain aspects of things, like for example, rich people, they want you to believe that every rich person walks around and they look at money as everything, but some of them look at it as a resource that they want to have a hold of. You see what I'm
mhm,
saying? Because at
mhm.
the end of the day, money is a resource.
No question.
Some people might say, "Oh, it's the most important resource." Nah, that all depends on what situation you're in. Because if you're in a room and if you're in the elevator, the most important resource then is air.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm just saying. When you really sit back and you think about the situation, but when people understand that money is a resource and you could use that to buy other things that's going to continuously feed them with resources. Okay, think about a farmer.
Hmm.
He has land.
No doubt.
He starts a crop. He sells that crop.
Hmm.
He sells that crop to continue to buy more, to continue to buy. That's how he makes his money.
Keep the
Okay?
process going.
Keep the process going. And when he's done, what does he do? Sell the whole farm.
I was getting ready to say sell the land. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but when you look at a farmer, depending at what you look at as money,
Hmm.
he don't look like money to you. He got that
Right, right.
jumper on with the
Yeah.
straw
Oh,
hat, the jumper on with the straw hat, all that. He don't look like money to you.
no. No.
But it's because
No.
he looked at money in a different light than you looked at money.
Yeah.
If you look at it as a resource, then you know. Finances are a resource that's just as important as breathing, clean water, air.
Mm-hmm.
Healthy
Mm-hmm.
finances falls right into that.
Yeah.
But because the
Yeah.
world lives off debt, they don't want you to know that. But the only way I can
Absolutely.
speak from this type of shit a lot of times from experience.
That's what I'm saying. I think
That's
that
it.
when you experience wealth, right,
Right.
and you know what it takes to get it, you know what it takes to you know keep it.
Right.
I think that you start to learn different things more quickly. Let's just be honest, right?
Right.
The quicker that you can grow from a cycle, the quicker that you can expand in life in general. It's
Right.
when you get stuck on that same wheel, the same repetitive cycle of things that you take, longer to learn. This is why when I ask the question, to most people like, if you could do something differently, what would it be? People get, oh man, I wouldn't change a thing in my life. I didn't ask you that. It's okay.
Right.
It's okay. I'm not telling you to change your outcomes. And I know that, we all seen, Back to the Future. If you change one thing, it may change everything in life. Yeah, but it may
Right.
change it for the better. Yeah, you know what I mean? You don't know what may take place in that situation. I think that experience, once again, is something that inevitably is always going to happen. Education is optional, but experiences are not.
Hmm.
Like I think you got to live every day. You don't have to go to school every day, but you got to live every day. Like you
Right.
have to learn how to be able to keep a roof over your head. You got to learn how to be able to
Right.
keep food on your table. You got to
Right.
learn how to, do all those things. You learn those or experience that coming up. You find out about education later. You know how many people I know that got degrees and a lot of different things and still trying to experience the life that they thought that they were going to experience when they acquired those things?
It's just like, bro, it's just like, not to cut your wisdom, but it's just like when people say, you remember how that story all the time when you had the rapper who never finished high school, but he a millionaire, dropped out this year, dropped it, but they don't talk like Nas never went past the ninth grade. But we all know him. Nas ain't no dummy,
Exactly.
right? That's number one. And number two, once he got the money, because he lost a lot of money before, and then he turned around and got money back and learned how to invest his money. He understand that money was a resource, not something to blow.
Mm-hmm.
Pause. While we have on that note, let's just slide over here. If you listen, man, if y'all need a party and you don't know how to plan it, I'm gonna just let these people help you out. Hold on, man.
Listen, whether it's your first or your 50th birthday, that 25 years of service, if not more, retirement party, or the day that you and the love of your life share vows to become one, let Front and Center Events take care of all of your event planning needs. Sit back, put your feet up, and enjoy the show, where they truly keep you at the front and center of it all. Make sure to check out their Facebook and Instagram pages at FNC Events. Head on over today and get that party booked. Back to the show. Absolutely.
That took you out a little bit, Pig.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. Like you said, like the advertisement just said, though, man. Definitely head on over there and check them out. One stop shop for all your event planning needs. Yeah, it took me out, brother, but that's what you do. You
Mm-hmm.
know, that's what you do. No, I'm gonna say once again, I think that what we got to remember is that experience is the thing that is happening, whether we want it to or not. It's happening.
It's happening.
I don't care what it is. I don't care what you do. You know what I mean? Your first, oh, it's my first trip. That's my first time dealing with this, or whatever the case may be like that. Your experiences. You have to make a decision on what you're going to do with them. You're either going to learn from them or repeat them, or you're going to learn from them situations and make, better choices or different situations that are within your control to be able to, change differently.
Mm-hmm.
It's a different situation, but every experience should be something that you learn something from. Like I don't think that it exists where you can just kind of go through life and not grow from these things. At least you shouldn't.
Right.
You know what I mean? A person look at you, E, and you tell them that you got 20, 25 plus, 26 years of DJing.
26.
26 years of DJing, and they look at you and they say, wow, the first thing that they're going to think about when they see you is all the years of experience.
Right.
You don't add the person that did something for 26 years, when you need to hire them for something, There's certain questions you just don't even ask them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? The only ones you usually ask for a person that got 26 years of experience dealing with something is what your availability is.
Yeah.
Because clearly you don't do 26 years of anything
Right.
consistently like that and not having, some kind of success, or history or record of success.
Right.
So that's just my thing on that
I actually
situation,
started
man.
playing with turntables 30 years ago, but been DJing. Got paid for the first time 26 years ago.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that with that being understood, like I said, just kind of piggybacking off of my motivational Monday thing, I think what we got to do is we got to remember that experience, man, is something that we got to value it. I think we just got to get through it. But a lot of times it's more than just getting through experiences. You're supposed to learn from them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like
That's what I said. You never fail. You learn.
exactly. Like you go through quite a few experiences yourself.
Here you go with the B. Here you go. Let it go. Let's start it. I know it's something coming. What I go through?
I said you had a lot of experiences, E. Man, you act like you 16, 17 years old. E, you an older gentleman, man. Like you went through different experiences in life. I didn't say that you experimented. I said you went through experiences.
You
There's a
got one.
difference.
You got one of them ages. We even if they flip it on you, you look old still. Cause you flip it with you 45 and 54. There you go.
Hey,
I'm
it is
41
what it is.
and 41 and 14.
Yeah, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But the reality of it is, I think that we went through some nice things. So I got to figure out what would I have wanted to experience earlier. I told you one, but what do I think that I really would? I wish, what I wish, matter of fact, do it this way. I'm going to answer my own question first for you. All right. If there was something that I wish that you could have experienced younger, that I think would have been better, would have been good for you now. I wish you would have started swimming earlier. I wish
Uh,
you would have just like jumped in the pool. I wish you would have just
I wish it just threw me
experienced.
out there, man. Just
Yeah,
throw me out there and with somebody that
yeah,
know they can get me. That's all I would have
yeah.
said.
You get you.
Yeah, what I'm saying is if they would have threw me out there as a baby, I would have probably caught myself. But if I couldn't, somebody there would have got me.
As a baby, you don't even know enough to be scared. You haven't had any
That's
fearful
what I'm
experience.
saying. You know what I mean?
That's the other privilege. Wow. Wow. Think about that, bruh. Your experiences until you have a fear, it ain't even a knock against you.
Beachy, don't start the beat talking about tell a patient we need to bum Rusty Brothers show and pretend to be deep.
Hey, 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 peace to the sisters, man. You very patient, man. What up, y'all? You know what I mean? y'all something else, man.
Uday, what's up, cousin?
Udi, what's going on, cuz? Thanks for stopping by.
It's
Appreciate
my
you stopping
cousin
by.
Udi, man. AP, Udi birthday
Yo,
coming up, man. He
okay.
coming up.
All right.
Someone tell him it's Virgo season coming up on you, Udi. Tell him, Udi.
Okay. Shout
Shit.
out to all the Virgos, man. Shout out
Yeah.
to all the Virgos. Tomorrow Wednesday, man. Depending on when y'all seeing this, if you're watching it live right now, and tomorrow's Wednesday. If you're listening to it, it was the day before you heard this show. E, what you got going on Wednesday, man? Don't you got some kind of event or something?
Yes, I do.
What you got going on?
Dress for success. Let me read it. Let me read it because I don't want to mess it up. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You're having a
Okay.
long day sometime, yo. So, Dress for Success, you guys can look it up. It's an organization, it's a nonprofit that's all over the country, if I'm not mistaken. But for the Central Jersey chapter, okay, I still don't have the picture up for me to tell you what I'm doing. You know what I mean? We can go ahead and just laugh at that,
Yeah.
clap it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Hold on.
For sure.
Yeah, yeah. I'm going the wrong way. You ever go the wrong way on your pictures?
Oh yeah. Of course.
Here we go. So listen,
All right.
they got to get up and move your body with Dress for Success on Wednesday, August 23rd from 5 to 7, right? From 5:30 to 5:45, we got yoga with Gabby Johnson. 6:15 to 6:30, we got stretch with fluids. Oh, I think that is physio right there. I don't know. Sorry if you're watching. At 6:30 to 6:45, Tai Chi with Larry Goldstein. That look like
Okay.
somebody gonna get kicked in the face. On the spot, sign up for the Dress for Success Power Walk. Participants who
Wow.
sign up that day will receive a Power Walk T-shirt and a swag bag. The event will also include shopping, snacks, DJ Mr. Influential, and giveaways. That's
Okay.
it, right? This is going to be
Okay.
at 3131 Princeton Pike, Lawrenceville, New
There you go.
Jersey, Building 4, in the lot in the back. You
There you
know,
go.
we're
There you
going to
go.
be,
Grown people, right?
right. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Listen,
Okay.
it's open to the public. You know what
Okay.
I mean? They're going to
Right.
have little
Right. Right.
sidewalk sales, you know. If you look on my page, you can see the flyers. That's all. That's all I'm
Okay.
saying.
All right. Well, make sure you do that, y'all. Check out his
That's
page.
Wednesday.
They need to know.
Now,
That's
when now
Wednesday.
now
Make sure
now
you put it
now
down there.
now this
Put your
weekend,
Instagram information down there, brother. Put your
huh?
stuff down there when you get a chance, so they can follow it and look at it and all that.
Yeah, it's on my Facebook right
Instagram.
here on this page too. I'm gonna put my Instagram up. Put my Instagram
Okay.
up right quick. It's on
Yeah.
both of
Yeah.
these pages. It's on. It's
Yeah.
on
So they,
the.
where they can see the flyer.
It's on that. Yeah, the flyers also on the page that they watching the live on as well.
Absolutely. Okay. Go ahead. What you going to say though? Go
So,
ahead. My bad.
um, what was I saying? Oh,
Right.
this weekend, the ultimate boxing water party at the
Okay.
water party and cigar party. It's just a beautiful weekend, right? We got a gala this Friday.
Come on now.
At
Come
the
on now.
showboat. You know what I mean? Gala.
Hey, all these places we shouting, man. The brothers love y'all. Love the brothers back.
Right. You know? Saturday.
Yeah.
We got the boxing match, right? And this match is between. I'm gonna give y'all who is between now. This match
Oh.
is between Derek Take
Mm-hmm.
It to the Bank Webster versus Chris Sweet Pea Pearson.
Wait a minute. Take it to the bank.
Take It to the Bank at the showboat. Live at the showboat. Brought to you by Joe Frazier Jr. and Miss Downing Productions. Right. Now,
DJ being DJ by
DJ for the boxing match is DJ
Tell
Mr. Influential. Right here again.
Come on,
Let's
y'all.
go ahead and
Come on,
clap
let's-
that up again.
Clap it up for that.
That's it. Right. Now for the after party. The after parties, music by, I hope he's still watching. Shout out to DJ Bake. It's his birthday weekend. Happy birthday to you, little bro, right now. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and clap it up for
Clap it
him.
up right now. Clap it up right now.
You know what I mean? But DJ Bake and DJ No Frills. Then Sunday with the Cigar Experience, you know what I mean? Hosted by Nina Dawkins and Lance Lopez.
Okay.
You're going to have DJ Oxygen and DJ Ty
Right.
Bookie. This is all at the showboat.
Let's go.
Need any information? I'm telling you, the link is on my page. You know, I'm just telling you. We'll have a great week. And it starts tomorrow. It starts today because the Porch podcast is on, but really going to start tomorrow.
That's it. All are welcome, man. You Virgos don't have no excuse. Y'all make sure y'all turn up. You know, turn up, turn out. Do what y'all gonna do. Support these things, man. You know, got a lot going on. Catch up with your favorite DJ, man. DJ Mr. Influential. He's gonna be around.
Yeah.
Move around a little bit. Sound like he's moving around a little bit. Yeah, man. I like to hear that, brother. But, you know, come enjoy you and have a wonderful experience. How about that?
That's it.
How about that? You know what I mean? So I'm ready for the fall, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Me
I'm
too,
ready
P.
for the fall.
Me too,
I'm ready
P.
for the fall.
Always.
I'm over it. I'm over it. You know, I enjoy the summer. I get it. You know what I mean? You know, it ain't, you know, it's cool. Kids go back to school coming up soon and all of that. You know, everybody ready to go, ready to get their next year, you know, underneath their belt, and all that kind of stuff. It's time to go. I'm ready. I'm ready for the sweatpants. I'm ready for the sweatpants and at least a long t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt. I'm ready for that. Yeah, I'm ready for it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You left that other heater alone, right?
You know what I'm saying? No.
Clap it up for him.
No, I still got that. No, I still got that.
No. The one
right.
that Tony Montana.
No. You see how you made sure you switched that up fast, huh? Yeah. Okay.
Tony, you know how Tony was sitting there, P? Tony was sitting there like this. That's how you was, P. Sit right there just like that.
I can't even imitate anything like that. I can't even imitate that. That's crazy. Like, you look just like him. Boy, I tell you, man.
Just stop messing with you, man.
God does it all. DJ, stand-up comedy, other things that alters his mind. I mean, everything. This
I
guy's
don't do
busy,
anything
man.
to alter my mind now.
That's
No,
fine. That's fine.
no.
We won't do that. We won't do that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You my brother. So, and I
Yeah,
am my brother's keeper. You know what I'm saying?
that's it. As I
We
should be.
we gonna
As I
keep it
should be.
together. Yeah. So yeah, man, that's my situation dealing with this whole thing with experience, man. We talk about it so many different branches to the word, man, but I think you choose the experience, like you said, E, you got a lot of things coming up. People come out, have a good time, man, and enjoy themselves. Come mix it up with people that want to, do things that's positive in life. Learning from the experiences and all the other things, man. But I'm just glad to see that, you know, we how can I say, we can look at things from an open mind. I'm talking about me and you because we've had this conversation, obviously, like you said, behind the scenes,
Right.
and we've grown. We've grown in a lot of different ways, and our experiences have helped us. So, that's a good thing, man. That's a good thing. All
Mm-hmm.
right, all right, all right. Okay, I see the people chiming in. Okay. All right, peace. What's going on?
Mm-hmm.
All right, all right. Yeah, man. So anyway, brother, moving right along, man. Like I said, I really would like to experience that R&B thing. I keep kind of going back to it because I believe that it's something that would be a great thing. I would
Yeah.
love to see what it all comes out to be. You know what I mean? Michi, we need you to put the meeting together so we can all sit down. We know you know everybody. All we gotta do is get to you, and then you gonna make it work, sis. So, let's make it happen. I
I
don't
see
see why I can't
Michi
think like,
all the time.
yeah. So we can make that happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm with that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where that's definitely where I'm going with that situation, man. Trying to think, bro. Is it too soon to possibly do some questions, man? I'm trying to
Never
see
too
which
soon.
way, I want to go this week. I think the last week I
So
did
while
good.
you
This,
looking up the questions, let me just tell you, I always got to do an update on some couple of things that I've been watching. Have you been
mm,
watching The Shy?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Thus far, how do you?
I gotta catch up with the latest episode.
Okay. So thus far, I'm just saying from the first two.
Uh huh.
Some people say they feel like it's starting a little slow. I even said it, but I did read somewhere that instead of 10 episodes, it's 16 for this season.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
that's almost like a season and a half, a little over a season and a half. You know what I
So
mean?
you, so, all right. So me personally, nah, I don't. As far as it being slow, nah, I'm one of
I
them
don't think
people,
I don't
man.
think
That
it is. I just think it's some people have said it, but I
nah.
think the build up is perfect and everything. But you got to watch Friday. You know what came on Friday. Um, also, I
Mm,
watched episode 1 of season 2 last night. I didn't know my show came back. Oh, I did see it, but I forgot to go check. Winning Time is back.
gotta check it out. Nah, I didn't know it was back.
Yeah, it's
I
back.
didn't
It's
know it was
three. They
back.
3 episodes deep already. So
I
winning.
wound up catching. Go ahead. Go ahead. What you winning time? Hey, 3 episodes deep.
They 3 episodes deep, bro.
I gotta check them out. It's
They've
probably
been
gonna be
back
tonight.
almost for a month, man. I mean,
Gotta check them out. I wound up. I was going to cut the other episode, the one I didn't watch of the Shy on, I think 2 nights ago.
yeah.
But I wind up sitting there watching the documentary about Biz. I wind up watching the Biz Markie documentary. That joint was
That's what I
good.
was about to say next. Hold on, let me address my man Tim. Tim, what up, Tim? You know what I mean? You
Tim,
know,
peace.
Tim, peace to you. Listen, I ain't gonna make this about the Cowboys. You know what I mean? Just play. I agree with you, Tim. Tim, especially with you, a video guy. I believe I believe. Oh, you said this season started off super for winning time. I don't. We was talking about the Shy though. Some people were saying that the Shy was starting slow. I don't think it is, but like I said, instead of 10 episodes, it's going to be 16. You know what I mean? This season. But some people feel like that they want somebody to come walk right in and boom, somebody gets shot in the kneecap or something. You know how it go. You know how it is.
Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
but it's funny you said that, P, because that's what I was going to bring up last.
Okay, okay.
You know,
Yeah.
um, when I actually came to the 50 years of hip hop,
Hmm.
I was going to make me a shirt. Um, and I have the picture on my phone, but Biz Markie was going to be on my shirt. But I never ran to the store to go get me a T-shirt to do it. So I had an Ice Cube shirt, wore the Ice Cube shirt. You know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
I say that because this is before I even knew about the documentary. Because I didn't find out about the documentary till this week. You see what I'm saying? So he's the epitome, bro, completely of hip hop. When you really pay attention to it.
Yeah.
You see what Rakim said, because you watch it, we talking. I'm sorry
Yep.
if y'all didn't
Yep.
hear it, but
Yep.
Rakim said you get jealous sometimes when you see a person loves something more than you. He said, I was jealous of how much more Biz loved hip hop than me.
Yeah. Because because Biz lived it. He didn't just experience it.
Right. Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And most of the time when you're living something, you're not just experiencing something. That's why it's like that.
Right.
You know? Great documentary. You know what I
Great.
mean?
It was dope. I like it.
Only sad part is that you relive it.
Yeah.
You kind of relive, how everything wind up, happening and passing and everything by watching it. The way that they kind of.
And I'm gonna tell you this, Pete. It's Biz. I had the pleasure of meeting Biz before.
It's an AC, right? AC,
right. And he may not necessarily remember me. I'm not saying that, but I have been around Biz multiple times in AC. And every time he's the same way. He playing all the time. He laughing. He's exactly how they described him with the thing. Everybody in the room matters, bro.
Yeah.
He walked right up on me and shook my hand like he might have remembered me from the year before. But I ain't never really say much to him. But what's up?
He knew you. He knew you was you.
Yeah.
If he'd have walked up to you and said, "E, man, he don't mean, could you cut my water back on?"
Yeah. Hey. I'd listen.
Yeah.
I'd have been on the documentary after that. But he was a special dude, man, like really a good person. And then when you watch the documentary and you see how much he really, really loved hip hop, it makes you understand. Like, I say all that to say that he's the total bit of everything of that culture. It's because he did it all. He rapped, he DJ'd, he did everything. He reinvented, like they said, when he reinvented himself as a DJ, he did it because he wanted to always be around hip hop. He loved music that much. And then the other DJs, I can't remember who it was, but he said they was like, a lot of DJs, us at heart, the ones that we always looking at the technical mechanics and all that he ain't do this right. He said Biz he always remembered he was there to entertain the crowd. So that's just what he did.
Yeah. Nah, I mean, Big Daddy Kane spoke up heavy.
Yeah.
Obviously in the documentary, Marley Marl.
But what's crazy? What I realized, I'm like, damn. It's they used to say like how Rakim and Big Daddy Kane really fool with each other. You know what I mean?
No question.
Back then. But for them to be both of them so tight with Biz, doesn't it always seem like it's always like that one person, that bridge, that, think about it.
It's always a common denominator in every equation.
Irv Gotti with DMX and Jay-Z.
Yep.
And it's not that X and Jay-Z didn't like each other, but they were just always rivals. And it's the same thing with Kane and Rakim. It was the same thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But people who are good-hearted people who want to bring the best out of everybody, they're infectious.
Yeah.
Those people are always in the equation.
And that's what Biz is, bro. I'm telling you. The couple
it's a
times.
great documentary. You definitely got to check it out if you guys haven't seen it, man. I think it's just called Biz.
No, it's All Up in the Biz.
All Up in the Biz. Okay.
But you know what's crazy? The sad thing about it.
Hey, Miss Brown, peace. Welcome back.
Because hey, support. Listen.
Much love.
He died. Was 21? It was right or 22? 21.
21.
Yeah,
because they celebrated a year last year.
Yeah, so it was hard because we know we would have seen him in 20, but we seen him in 19 at the expo.
Yeah, no question.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it's on Showtime. It's on Showtime TP. But yeah, you know what I mean? Yep. So we know that. Like, So when he passed right before the expo started. So when you got there, they had the big picture of him and everything. Like, bro, like you said, it was infectious, man. Like everywhere you look, and you can hear he got that voice. So you got your back turned and you just hear people laughing. And you'll hear him. Hey, look at his hat. Look at his hat. Like he'll be crying, like they were saying. Like he was just exactly how they explained it, bro. That's who he was. Every time I seen him.
It's so funny how when you look up, man, and there's certain people, and I'm not gonna say you don't realize it while they're here, but it's amplified when they're gone.
Mm-hmm.
Like like he had that same way that you speak about him in his passing, people spoke about him in his living. Like you said, bro, when you saw him, it was just like he remembered from seeing you from, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so, that's not an act.
He didn't say that. He did shake my hand.
I didn't say he said it. No, I'm just saying from the perspective of the way it felt when he greeted you.
Right.
But
you know what?
Yeah.
Not to cut, but that was a great documentary. I got to watch the other one, Goliath, about Wilt Chamberlain. I ain't watched
Very
that
good.
yet.
Very good.
Yeah, I got to watch that.
I like that one too. Yep,
so. But you got some questions for me?
We're going to see, man. I had actually stopped working on that when we started talking about what we was talking about.
I got a question for you.
Okay, go ahead. What you got?
Baby powder or talcum?
At the barbershop? Well, we're at the house? Like, you got to be honest. Like,
funnel cake dust or fairy dust?
Oh, funnel cake. Yeah, I don't,
Yeah,
let's
you
take
gonna
a bell.
Yeah.
You all right, man? I know you needed to get that off. I understood that was just your mind saying release the powder conversation. And that's all it was. I know you got it all out. You all right?
Drink sangria?
Yes.
White or red?
White or red sangria?
Yeah, which one?
Usually the red one.
Yeah, me too. That was a real question. I was serious with that.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
I know I wasn't a fake question. Okay, cool. Are you ready? I wanted to make sure that you're all right now.
Right, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm ready,
okay,
man.
All right. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Are you ready to start? You ready to start the questions, man?
Yeah, we're gonna go with we're gonna go with this or that.
We switch up. Welcome to another episode of This or That, where P's going to ask me a series of questions, and I'm going to either answer this or that, or probably both, because I don't feel like it. I care. I do what I do. Let's go. That's right.
Look, y'all. Hold on, real quick.
Red. That's right. The other brother Tim. That's right.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's
Red
a good one right
sangria.
there. Yes, sir. Look, E, my quick question for you is 136 episodes we've been doing. We ain't been doing that for 136 episodes. We've been doing this for quite some time now. This is
long time.
Right. Okay, cool. Check this out. I heard you tonight say to yourself, switch your voice. Who were you telling it to?
I did that on purpose.
Yo,
Switch the voice
were you
up.
talking to yourself to tell yourself?
I said switch the voice up.
Okay, cool. All right, cool. Let's get right into it, man. All right. Forgetting who you are or forgetting your partner. Forgetting who you are or forgetting your partner.
Damn. Nah, I'm not even fucking with that. Not even.
Nah. Yeah,
now, which one you want? I always answer questions first. How about you?
Not a problem. The two choices is forgetting who you are
Yeah.
or forgetting your partner.
Right.
You don't have a choice, really. Because if you forget who, all right, so let's say I forget.
Oh, so you answer like E. You're answering like E. I love it. I love it.
All right, so let's say that. Let's say you just went with forgetting who you are. If I forgot who I am, I'm not going to be able to remember who no one, well, they didn't say that, but I'm assuming. It's an assumption. I mean, I'm gonna have to say I'm gonna have to forget who my partner is. I hate to say it, but
yeah, but you
gotta.
If you ain't right, you can't love them the same anyway.
Right, and
but you just think about when you in a certain part of your life. You think about, damn, I don't know life without that. Like now, you know what I mean. So I get what you're saying. Yeah, but I can't forget who I am either. Can't do that.
Right. So I mean, unfortunately, I gotta forget who my partner is. Wow, be tough. A partner, well, and guess what though, real quick before I move on from that. Technically speaking, if you forget if you forget your partner, then you never probably remembered that they was your partner. So maybe you don't feel a certain way.
Funnel cake it. You funnel cake it now. You just keep
Nah.
diving in
No.
for no
All right,
first,
leave
just
it in
like
the
funnel cake the hell
leave
out
it in
of
the
it.
comments, y'all. Leave it in the comments which ones y'all want to do. All right. A partner who earns well but struggles to maintain a healthy life work balance, or a partner who earns poorly but has a great life work balance. I'll repeat it if you need me
I
to.
know what you're saying. You don't have to
Okay.
repeat it.
All right. All right.
I think stuff like this always um talks about like the timing in life. You know what I mean? Like if you're earning poorly but got a great work life balance, if that poorly is not enough to sustain what you're looking for, which you're not your expectations for that person,
Right.
but what you're looking for from your partner, then regardless if they're there all the time, it don't matter because you're gonna feel like they don't need to be here as much. They need to go get a job that's gonna or get a second job to make it happen. But the ones who work too much, they can also turn around and backfire and say, won't you not go to work sometimes and spend some time with me? So it all depends on what a person is looking for in life. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think earlier part of life, you want to earn well and to learn how to use that money as a resource. But later in life, you want to definitely spend time. But you want that because you don't really know when life is in. You want that as soon as possible. So, yeah, hell with that question, man. I ain't.
So let's do this right in the situation, right? So I'm gonna start on the back end of the question. The partner who earns poorly but has a great life work balance.
Right.
So I'm gonna say that if a person earns poorly but is strategic,
Mm-hmm.
right? Now when you say earn poorly, I mean I'm gonna go as far as saying means that they don't earn a lot of money. You know what I mean? It could mean that they earn poorly in the sense of they don't earn money consistently. I don't know how they're breaking that down, but let's just say that they don't make a lot of money. If you earn poorly, but you have a great life work balance,
Right.
there's somewhere in there where we could probably build, create a different, because the foundation is there, right? You got a great life work balance. If we can make more, even if the we becomes me, it's different. It says they earn poorly. It didn't say that they didn't, balance things or respect finances, manage it well. It just
Mm-hmm.
said that they earned poorly. And I think it's a lot of people who don't earn the money that they want to earn right now, but live great life work balance lives. So
Got
I think the
technical on
back
that
end of it
shit.
is probably, I think the second part is more commonly probably something that happens on a regular basis. Anyway,
Right. I got you. I got you.
okay, okay,
Yes, sir. I got you. I'm with you.
okay.
Yep.
Setting up a business on your own or with a partner. You could pick the business and still answer the question.
Um, I'm for partnership.
Okay, okay, okay. What
Yeah.
is? Give me the two main qualities. Give me two main qualities that person who you would allow to be a part of it as your partner has to have. Has to have. It's a mandate. These two things are a mandate.
Be a person of their word,
Okay.
and as much as you can, but more on the closer to the 100% time. Be on time. That's it.
Okay. Okay. So punctuality.
Yeah.
And what was the other one?
Be a person. Be a
Be
man of it. Be a person of your
okay.
word.
Okay. So
Be a person.
integrity and integrity, right? Or
Mm-hmm.
and punctuality. I like them.
Yeah. And the reason why I say be a person of your word because if we're honest and we're having conversation about how we should work the business or do certain things, if we agree, we agree. If we disagree, we can agree to disagree. But we got any decisions that we make on business together, we have to agree on. And as long as I do the part, as long as I do the part that I do, and you do the part that you do, and we keep our word of doing what we said we're gonna do, we should keep. It shouldn't be no issues. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
A strong third would be, never letting your negative emotions get in the way of business. I'm not gonna say
All right.
emotions get in the way of business because you know how I am about emotions. If we're excited about a business deal together, you have to have high emotions and excitement because that's going to give you a better form of energy towards the goal or
Yeah.
whatever that
Yeah.
goal may be. But
No question.
don't try to set me up and have me robbed, not physically robbed, but
I understand what you mean.
snake me out the deal, find a way to
Yeah.
back in me, like I said, integrity and just being on time, bro. That's the
And
two
being
biggest
punctual.
things. Yep.
For me, if I had to say it, and I went with a partner, I
Mm-hmm.
would need that person to be two main things that I would need them to be is I would need them to be cool, calm, and collective as far as being level headed. So being level headed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I would need them to be patient. And the reason why I need them to be
Yeah.
that because I need a partner
That calms
who
you down.
is great, who is great at the things that I have to be better at.
Yeah.
That's what
Right.
I need. I need a partner that's great
And
at the
you and you,
things that I need to get better at.
and you right. And I think too, when you label that what you talking about me and you say integrity, integrity is the way you describe it. However, my biggest thing in that is when I need you to be trustworthy. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if you're telling me, I can't handle that. I can't handle this. I can handle that. I can handle this. Then it's up to us as partners to maybe bring somebody on for this project that can handle this
Mm-hmm.
for us. Don't say you can
Absolutely.
do something and now we not hitting deadlines and
Right.
things of that nature. That's my biggest thing.
Fair enough.
That's
I like
also
it.
mean what I mean when I say on time. Not just getting to a meeting on time, being to work on. No, we if we let's say we're supplying a service or doing some labor, and we
Mm-hmm.
explain to the the client that it's going to be done
Mm-hmm.
by Wednesday, August 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be our real thing is August 22nd,
No, no question. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
so we can meet that.
yeah. Nah,
You know
I
what I
agree
mean?
with you. Like that's what I said. I mean, like I said, in my situation, because the one thing I would say about most people is they have a desire for success, but I just think that they don't understand that there's a lot of different pieces that go into making it become a reality.
Right.
I think that everybody desires a lot of different things, but they don't want to, like for me, like the worst thing for me in any kind of partnership is for me to look over and I feel like I'm doing all the heavy lifting and you're not. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Like I look up and be like, I mean, if I can be here when I tell you I'm going to be here, then why can't you be here? Like you said with punctuality.
Right.
You know what I mean? Does life happen? Of course it does. I'm talking about routinely. I'm talking about you trying to set a new standard and oh man, I'm always late. That ain't cool. You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
That kind of situation. All right. So I think we both got our two different qualities, and I think we went with the second one. All right. So kind of in line with what we were talking about tonight: free education for all or free healthcare.
or healthcare. You ain't trying to
All
think
right.
straight if you ain't healthy. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? I'm not,
Yeah.
and you can learn without paying for it.
So in alignment with tonight's topic, getting further
Experience.
education or more work experience. Getting further education or more work experience. That's the question.
I got
Hmm.
you. Experience.
Hmm.
I still believe experience is the best teacher, but it's up to you to want to be educated in a situation. Because you ever seen somebody that go to the class, sit in the class, they teaching, getting taught from the book, but they're not paying attention, so they're just going through the motions. They don't necessarily mean they're being educated, but when you're actually experiencing certain things, that's it. Experience is the best teacher.
It's a forced form of education.
Hmm.
Experience.
Right? Yeah.
It is.
Hmm.
I told you, my number one thing all the time. College ain't for everybody, but success is.
Hmm.
Every path ain't gonna lead everybody to the same place. We can get in the
Nope.
same car, driving on the same road, and we might not end up at the same destination.
Nah, we don't.
So That's just the reality of it. So I agree with you. I think experience. The more you experience certain situations, you remember the feeling. You remember how you responded to it. You remember what you did differently. You remember whether it worked or it didn't work. If you learn and you just get an education on something, it's more or less through the experiences of other people who went through those things.
Right.
So to me, it's experience all day long. Being your own boss, but not having a lot of free time, or working for someone until you retire while having enough time for your family and your hobbies.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. You say it again now. I'm just listening because I'm trying. I know I'm counting something at
Gotcha.
the same time. I'm paying attention to you. Say it
Being your
again.
own boss, but not having a lot of free time, or working for someone till you retire while having enough time for your family and your hobbies.
Again, depending. I think it all depends on the individual. Um, I love being my own boss, but I realize I do it for my family.
Right. Right, 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 right,
So I
right,
like to
right.
be. I like to be with them. I like to spend time with them. But I mean, I enjoy being my own boss, and of course, I still have a 9 to 5. But I also know that I can probably live the same type of life if I didn't have a 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
Be some
Mm-hmm.
differences, but I'll still be me. That's how I see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Um, Trying to give you one more before we get ready to take it out of this segment. Give you one more. Something that's a little bit off the cuff, a little bit different.
Right.
Nah, we're gonna stick with the theme of everything. And you answered this before, but I want to get your response to it again. Talking to the richest person on earth, or talking to the smartest one?
I said the smartest.
Okay. All right. Remember
Cause
why you
it's
said it?
yeah, because the smartest, if he applies himself, he could be the richest.
Okay. Okay. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree. I agree. There's a limit. There's a certain limitation and measurement on wealth that in wisdom can be infinite. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I agree. You can take us out of that, brother.
Yeah. That was another episode of what I did. What we did. This or that. This or that.
Yeah.
This or that. Let's bring it.
Man, I'm looking for them voices too, man.
Yeah. Listen, y'all. We want to thank y'all for tuning in to episode 137 of the Porch Podcast Experience. Once again, we always appreciate y'all. Okay, I ain't need to do that at the same time.